I'm Amy Allison and I'm in Year 12, and I recently represented England and Wales at the English Speaking Union's International Public Speaking Competition. So it took place in London and I was there for a week, and the ESU hosted us at their headquarters, which is in Mayfair, in a lovely house called Dartmouth House. It was very pretty. So yeah, we were there for a week and there were about just around 40 participants, all from different countries and around the world. So there was a whole range of people, like some of my close friends I made on the week were from New Zealand and Bermuda and France, just all over the place. It was really cool. But no, it was really fun and it was lovely to meet everyone. I competed in the Churchill public speaking competition last year, which was a team competition, which I did with Amelie and Emily, that was a school thing, school put us up for that. And then I won Best Speaker in that, which is how I was selected for this. And then we got given two broad titles for speeches this time. So it was a great leader can change the world in an instant, and nothing is inherently good or bad, thinking only makes it so, were our two titles. So one was for the semi-final speech and one was for the final speech if you got through to the finals. So you had to write two speeches for that. There was a really fun first 3 days where we just all got to know each other. We did loads of fun activities. We went to the theatre and we did escape rooms and stuff like that. And everyone else got to see London, which was quite nice to show them. But then on the Thursday, that's when the competition really started. So we had to do impromptu speeches in the morning, and then we were split off into our heats for that. And then we had to do our prepared semi-final speeches. And then the day after, we found out if we got through to the final, and I did, which was quite happy. I was quite happy about that. And then we went to the Royal Institution later after that, and then we did our final speeches then. And then that was kind of the week. So each prepared speech is 5 minutes long, so you can pick your own title off the broad brief, if that makes sense. And then after you do your speech, there's not a set time for questioning, but you normally get 3 or 4 questions on what you've spoken about from the audience, just to really test if you know what you're talking about and stuff. And they're kind of fun, but a little bit stressful because you have to think in the moment, but they are fun. And it's nice to know that people are listening to what you're saying rather than just sitting there. So I first started doing public speaking in, I think it was Year 10, and because of COVID and all of that stuff at the time, someone got ill with COVID when they were doing their first year of Churchill, and Mr. Finniear was like, oh, can you do it? And I originally started as a chairperson in that, which is kind of a bit more improv on the moment, you make it up then. And then the year after, I was made the speech person for our team. And then obviously we went through the Churchill public speaking competition when we got all the way to the finals in Cambridge. And that was really fun, it was really great. And then I won Best Speaker there, and then that's subsequently how they picked for this competition. And it's just been great. But yeah, Mr. Finniear introduced me to it, so thanks. So Mr. Finniear is the teacher that kind of inspired me to go forward with public speaking. He was the one that first approached me about it and was like, you could be quite good at this. And I was like, okay. So I gave it a go, and he's been very supportive. He is obviously the person that taught me how to write speeches and everything. So to begin with, there was lots of support, and then now I'm at the point where I can kind of go off and do it more on my own without their support. I still ask him to read through things and make sure it makes sense. But yeah, he's been very supportive, very much taught me how to structure a speech and how to get up and deliver it. So when we were doing the at-school competition, not at school, but for-school competition, we all used to get together, the 3 of us in the team, and Mr. Finniear, and he'd watch me do my speeches, and then everyone would give feedback, and that's how you kind of improve and stuff. But no, they've been very supportive. So my advice to anyone wanting to get into public speaking is kind of be confident, be loud. I always tell myself when I'm getting up to speak, people are there to listen to you and they want to hear what you have to say. They're not being forced to be there. And especially in competitions where you're with your fellow competitors, they're all kind of doing the same thing. So we all have an interest in that field. So never feel like what you have to say isn't valid because everyone wants to hear what you have to say. And then also just make sure that you really strongly believe in what you're speaking about, and you can confidently talk about it and it's actually something you're interested in. Don't force yourself to speak about something that you don't find interesting. And yeah, just have fun and be confident. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do for uni, but I am considering maybe law as a future possibility or something, or just I've always kind of thought TV presenting would be kind of fun, but I'm not really sure how to get into that. So I'd love to incorporate it in my life at some point, but we'll see how that happens in the end.